would say in my 27 years of being Jesse's mom and more than 20 years of working in the disability field, the one constant that I've seen again and again is that parents are and can be their children's best advocate, but only when they have the knowledge and the information and the supports and the resources to be able to do that. Jesse, who's now 27 years old, was in a self contained, alternately assessed um, preschool, elementary school, middle school, and high school, which means he was on that IEP diploma track. It's now called the skills credential, not state standards. And that was it until he was 15 years old. At 15, he was at that transition age. We were having to look ahead to adulthood. He was going to have to graduate at 21. So at that time, a dear friend and colleague of mine, Lori Levine, suggested that I come to WHD. I didn't even know what WHD was, but she suggested I come and listen to a speaker who was presenting in the auditorium at WHD, Becky Court. She was the commissioner at the time of education, and she was going to talk about the serious limitations of the IEP diploma, like 2 and 4 year colleges will not recognize it. The military, if you're interested, we weren't, but if you are, won't recognize it. And employers don't know what it is. I felt sick to my stomach after hearing that because I thought, here's Jesse at 15, and this is his future.
The day that my wife went to this WHD meeting and she came home, it was kind of like the expression, don't poke a sleeping or dormant bear. Well, guess what? This was a new person in my family. Okay, we are going to change everything.
Jesse was able to graduate Eastchester High School at 20 years old. They took his strength in math. They gave him like accounting opportunities. They gave him entrepreneurship, business. They gave him all sorts of opportunities based on his strength area. And he was able to go to Westchester Community College with a local high school diploma, graduate with an associate's degree in accounting.
So I'm at Iona College pursuing my bachelor's degree in finance, and this is my 4th year as a part-time student. So in this case, I'm only taking 1 to 2 courses per semester. So in this case, I should be able to graduate after my 5th year of Iona. Through my mother's work at WIHD, I learned about WIHD's Hear Our Voices self-advocacy group. So some topics include emergency preparedness, how to share our stories from different audiences, healthy diet and exercise. And basically that was the one I presented and led. I've also invited with my mom to participate in family team trainings and got to present with her about our experiences in the medical field.
Jesse Millman is on the autism spectrum. He's 27 and pursuing a bachelor's degree in finance at Iona College, as well as working as a part-time investment assistant. He also, as you can see, enjoys teaching exercise classes.
One more.
Like many people, he used to hate to go to the dentist.
I was definitely afraid to go to any dentist.
So his presentation was for aspiring dentists.
And I think having a child with a disability, as Jesse had, we set very low expectations. We and the community around us, his family, his educators, his support groups, and everyone, we were in the same boat, obviously, until the WIHD meeting that was a spark that became a flame that said, no, there are expectations that are going to be higher, and we're going to collectively set them one way or the other. What impact did WIHD make in our life? I mean, it's unimaginable where he was to where he is today. And we are eternally grateful for WIHD for lighting the flame to my wife to make it happen.
One of the biggest changes that I've noticed in my brother from the time he was 15, which was when he first started getting involved with WIHD, is just his self-confidence. It gave him a ton of opportunities to work on public speaking and overall just become more engaged in social experiences. And he was also able to share his story and become a self-advocate. I had the opportunity to speak from the perspective of a sister of a brother with disabilities on a sibling panel and help to educate up-and-coming healthcare professionals through WIHD. Just watching him grow into the person he is today motivated me to always work harder. And then, as Jesse loves to say himself, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. So I'm grateful for all that WHD has done, not only for Jesse, but also the significant impact that it's had on myself and my family to educate ourselves and do everything we can to support Jesse along his journey to becoming the self-advocate that he is today.
It literally changed our lives. So we are forever indebted to WHD.